And one of the worst pieces of advice that I hear all the time is don't date a broke man. Wrong. Wrong. It's not don't date a broke man. Don't date an uneducated man. For when he is intellectually inferior, he will assert his dominance in other arenas. Let me say that again because y'all need to jot that down. When he is intellectually inferior, he will assert his dominance in other arenas. When he can't match your intellect, when he can't match you in conversation, when he can't really debate you, when he can't really offer much to a talk, he will assert his dominance in other arenas. His strength will show up in other places. And those places will be emotional or physical abuse or both. Am I lying? You need an educated man. For an educated man will know how to escape poverty. An educated man has an understanding of patriarchal system. An educated man understands feminism. And an educated man understands how to learn. When you deal with an uneducated man, you're dealing with a man who never had to be a student. You can't teach somebody who has never learned how to be taught. So he ain't gonna give you no different, but broke. That's the only thing he could do different for you. But an educated man will get it. Especially for women, y'all are getting degrees at higher rates, which means you're escaping poverty at higher rates, which means you're making more money, and it means you're intellectually superior. So if he's not beating you intellectually and financially, where else can he beat you at? I'm so sick of people.
Okay, I'm sick of this. As I've told you before, I am getting really tired of the some sort of way the man will absolutely whoop your ass. Like this is getting fucking tired. It is getting tired. And then when you look at the last thing that he said, let's skip to
When
that
he
part because I
can't
forgot.
getting degrees at higher rates, which means you're escaping poverty at higher rates, which means you're making more money, and it means you're intellectually superior. So if he's not beating you intellectually and financially, where else?
Okay, and this is just an excuse. It's just an excuse to say I want somebody with a lot of money. That's all this is an excuse to say because you don't listen. I don't know how to relate to this because I'm not sure where this would. I just found this. I'm going off the top of the head, so I don't know exactly where it will relate. I will relate to this. But the idea of if I and then he keeps referring to like in arguments and shit like, oh, if he can't beat you, why do I have to beat you at something if we're a couple, if we're together, if we're married? Why do I have to beat you at something? The false idea is I have to beat you somewhere. Aren't we working together? So why does any of us have to beat the other person? Why? Why? Why is someone beating someone? And then the idea that if I lose an argument to you, I'm definitely just gonna whoop your ass. God, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. And then the whole, or because you get higher degree, you get degrees at a higher rate, which means you escape poverty at a higher rate. Does anybody even know? And I don't know this, so it's a real question. Does anybody even know who the degrees go to by default, or more likely, do most of the degrees, high-paying degrees, by the way, do most of those go to people who are poor or who already come from money that has something? Because you're assuming that people who have degrees somehow are escaping poverty, but wouldn't that mean that they're more likely to already not be in poverty? This is when you just use a bunch of key filler words and what do they call it? Trigger words and shit to make it seem as if you're actually saying something when you're not. This dude said nothing. Nothing. What does educated mean? Does it just mean degrees? Because nobody has actually, I've never seen anybody actually go look at all the degrees that are getting in a typical year and say, okay, these ones show that this and then these ones show that. Nobody says that. Nobody has ever done that I've seen. Or are they getting a degree? Like, I got a cousin. He got a degree in music. I ain't shitting on him, but dude work at Amazon now. Trying to get a rap career off the ground. He's educated though, isn't he? Isn't he? Y'all full of shit with this, man. Y'all full of shit. And then I remember I heard something. I keep hearing lately this thing about women buying houses at a higher rate. You're not telling me anything. You're not telling me anything. Are they more likely to get a mortgage they can't afford? You're not telling me that. Are they more likely to? It's the same thing as the business thing. Like, is the business making more money? You're not saying anything when you say this shit. So let's see if we can go through this point by point, because you can't pause Instagram. But let's see if we can go through it point by point.
Feminism, wrong. It's not don't date a broke man. Don't date an uneducated man. For when he is intellectually inferior, he will assert his dominance in other arenas. Let me say that again, because y'all need to jot that down. When he is intellectually inferior, he will assert his dominance in other arenas. When he can't match your intellect, when he can't match you in conversation, when he can't really debate you, when he can't really offer much to a talk,
How often are y'all debating in this marriage? Like, riddle me that. How often are you motherfuckers debating? Tell me, cause I don't get it. How often are you debating, seriously, for this to even be this big of a discussion?
feminism conversation when he can't really
He understands patriarchy. Let's go to it.
he will. You need an educated man. For an educated man will know how to escape poverty. An educated man has an understanding of patriarchal system. An educated man understands feminism, and
What does that mean if he understands both of them? What does that mean that he just understands them? What is he more likely to be patriarchy? Which, and the irony of that is, when you listen to all these shows and blah blah blah, they will say that they don't like patriarchy, right? But then literally the guy that they asked for is a clear representation of patriarchy. Or I want him to be the leader because man, blah blah blah. But hold on, you want the feminism structure though. Like, that's crazy to me. You don't want patriarchy, but you want the man to be the one in the situation in which you can have patriarchy in your home. Fucking wild. Fucking wild.
Truly, am I lying? You need an educated man. For an educated man will know how to escape poverty.
And again, if you listen to women, they are, according to them, they've already escaped it. So why is that being used here? Remember, he uses that on the back end. So why are you saying he knows how to escape poverty if you're saying the women with degrees have already escaped it? You're not getting that. Y'all are not getting with men when they're broke in their 20s. You're getting with them when you're 35, 40. So why would this poverty thing even be, why would it even be a thing? Why would it even be a thing? A topic of conversation. And you leaned on that quite heavily, sir, in this video.
People getting learn. When you deal with an uneducated man, you're dealing with a man who never had to be a student. You can't teach somebody who has never learned how to be taught.
A student of what? Of what? And I'm going to go to the comment section after this because I'm tired of listening to that. But educated is such a bullshit term now. You all have bastardized what the term educated means. For one, you keep relating it to degrees. You keep doing that. That doesn't defaultly mean you are or are not educated. It doesn't mean shit. Worth mentioning, you don't have to go to college to educate yourself. I'm not going to go I'm not going to go into that because it is just it's I'm not going into that. So many people go back and forth with that. An educated man abuses too. That is true. He has education but lacks intellect. How the fuck do you know that? So you're just going to mark up somebody who defaultly perfectly fits what you can use as a way to say, that's why I can't have this. Man, go fuck yourself, dude. I've supported plenty of women abused by educated men. I would say be leery of ego. Now we're also including ego. When y'all love dude's ego, the whole I pay for dates, $200, I don't give a fuck. That's his ego. You like that, don't you? I'm not just gonna watch no woman, even if I don't know her, struggle with the in the grocery line paying her tab, struggling with some dude that might be her boyfriend, who she's going to go to after you break up her ass whooping anyway, or any of these situations. What is that? His fucking ego. When his ego is for you, oh, it's all good. It's all good if his ego is for you. But if his ego shows up in other ways, you want to make it as if the ego is nothing but negative. All right. Damn, he just cleared the room. Yeah, because it's stupid. People tend to leave stupidity in the room by itself. Unless that stupidity is speaking for them, of course. Then your ass will stay in the room. Going, yay, sis. Slay. Truth is truth. Don't kill the messenger. His sexual orientation has nothing to do with me. Brother didn't tell not one lie. He didn't tell not one truth either. Like I said, he didn't say shit this whole video. His whole video could simply be summed up with, hey, there are men who will whoop your ass if you make them feel small. Which will actually be more of a valid statement than this bullshit video. Because people who feel small, they obviously try to feel big, right? And that leaves open for dialogue. But nope, we're going to go right to, oh, if he doesn't have all this shit, he's going to whoop your ass. Awesome. This must be his experience. In my book, it's all BS. The lack of comprehension in the comments at y'all big age, y'all definitely need to get educated. Having a degree and being educated are two different things. Please, people, pick up books and read. You can't get all your information from social media. Another comment that said nothing as if it said everything. Pick up books and read. Which books? The books you want? See how stupid that is? What if I go and find a fucking Playboy magazine? Is that a good book to find anything? No, it sounds stupid, right? Because it is. Damn. Just say shit because you sound like a smartass, therefore substance. Alrighty. Here we go. Every woman in here are the educated ones and never do no wrong. No, he only got 4, so let's read those. Projecting. Bro, you 3 times my size, shut up. They're listening to some gas niggas. Tell them how to date straight man, they already lost. Dead ass, just plain stupid. You know, the woman and her gay male friends are interesting concept. Like I told you before, there was one who said she wants traditional men, but yet in like 3 of her pictures on Instagram, she was hugged up with a gay dude. So it's like you want traditional men, but yet you have seemingly a large amount of gay friends. Like that doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense. Yo, and oddly, there are a lot of gay women who want traditional men. That shit crazy. That shit is crazy. Like you want society to be modern day, but so many people still go, oh, but we need men who existed in this time to just appear here now. Alrighty. I mean, an educated man or woman is broke too. Have you seen these loans? And FYI, being abused by a male with several degrees, emotional intelligence is found nowhere in school. Find you a self-aware partner with some therapy under their belt. All right, it's getting to the point where it seems like all of it is going to tell the same shit over and over. This might actually be a little shorter than I thought. Mic drop. Everything he says is so true. I married a man many years ago whom for some reason seemed to be intimidated by me. He will often say, do you use words that I can't understand? Or he would say, speak to me in plain English. After about 2 years of marriage, the physical, emotional, and psychological abuse started. He would often refer to himself as the caveman. What? What the fuck? All right. I really don't know how to. I just don't get it. Like, your smart ass didn't figure this out until 2 years into the marriage. And if he says, yo, use plain English, well, obviously it sounds like Okay, this is the thing with people in general. When they have a certain profession, a lot of people tend to take that profession to like the extreme. Like I used to be in a relationship with a chick who went to school for like to be a dental assistant, not a dentist, not a hygienist. No, a fucking person that stands there and says, "Here's that tool you asked for," and she immediately started. I need to be a dental assistant at home, but not in the way of studying. No, I just need to be your dental assistant all the time. Did you brush like this? No, you have to do circular motions right here. No, when you use this brush, it messes up your teeth. No, when you just like, yo, shut up. Shut the fuck up. I damn. Like that's what so when I'm pretty sure whatever her profession is, she probably purposely uses words that make anybody go, the fuck? What does that even mean? What that's not a normal word. Can you, when we're having these conversations, especially when we're arguing, can you use a word that you know I understand? Like regular English. So for her to repeatedly do that, now it sounds like you're just fucking with me at this point. You can't teach someone who does know how to who doesn't I think she meant doesn't. Okay. All these excuses is ridiculous. What exactly do you want to teach your band? What do you want to teach them? Huh? Because last time, every time y'all jump on Kendrick G, y'all say y'all want him to teach you. So what exactly would you teach him? Exactly. This is bullshit. Y'all know it. This is why I can't date. This is why I can't date nobody who don't got no substance to them. Listen to that fucking sentence. The irony. This why. This why I can't date nobody who don't got no substance to them. IDC, how much money, how good they look, etc. Where no space after the exclamation mark, no space, lowercase w. Where is your mind at? Question mark. Lowercase h. How do you treat people in lower positions, etc. With no fucking comma. That's what I be paying attention to. Oh my God. The iron, wow. 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 Introvert stoner. Drake money. Really? Really? No substance, huh? No substance, huh? Because you dripping with it. Let's see what she got. Let's see what she got. Let's see what the fuck. This is why he used the language he used. Because anybody can relate to that. Anybody. A fucking hippie stoner that listens to Drake today. Not the In the Clouds Drake. No, the today Drake. They can listen to what he said and just be so relatable. So relatable. Ain't nobody on this stoner's level who has that who put that sentence together. Now, to be clear, without context, I don't even have a problem with the sentence. But with this context, man, you better have some shit to say. Sometimes it's not about the messenger. It's about the message. Some of y'all ain't never going to get it, and it shows. You know what? I ain't a fan of his, but damn. Y'all did not say that shit when Kevin was talking. Y'all didn't say that. Y'all want to talk about who the messenger was, how the message was being given, like who was giving it to. Y'all was all about everything about around the message. So I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that no more. Okay, I think I'm going to try to find one more. Um, these are the last two, but starting with the bottom one. Yes, intellect is important. Be on my level. intellectually and financially. I'm still not dating a broke man, babe. When women, listen, ladies, when y'all say be on my level and y'all want to do to match y'all full of shit. Y'all are full of shit. Cause for one, y'all never say that when y'all broke. Y'all never say that about any student debt y'all might have, any credit card debt y'all might have. If y'all driving an kind of car, y'all don't say be on my level with this car. When y'all fat as hell, y'all don't say that. Y'all try to make try to say every reason why y'all do need somebody who's, in shape and shit. Y'all are full of shit with this be on my level nonsense. Stop it. You don't give a damn about if he's on your level. You just want the good shit. That's it. That's all you want. You just want the good shit. Stop it. Very accurate, especially the emotional abuse. I had a man on 2 times say something rude. When I brought it to his attention, he said he was joking and I needed to lighten up and relax. We didn't make it to 3. In my mind, this will be a man that will keep putting his hands on me and tell me he didn't mean it. No thanks. I'm really upset that I just wasted my last one on that. I should have knew by the profile picture it would go nowhere. Yeah, that's just
Conversation when he can't really debate you, when he can't really offer much to a talk, he will assert his dominance in other arenas. His strength will show up in other places.
So nobody's going to apply that to the dude talking. Nobody. Nobody's going to say he feels inferior in other ways, so he's just using words to feel superior to someone else. Nobody is going to bring that up. At all. Nobody. Alrighty. Okay. Be right, not positive. I'm out.